We are back in Indiana, just under a minute to go, with the Liberty clinging to a 6-point lead over Indiana, a team they have beaten 3 times previously this season. Sandy Brondello drawing up a play. Her team trying to hang on, and this very pesky Indiana club, they have the ball. Vandersloot to inbound. Starting 5 in there for New York. Berger, the only bench player for the Fever right now in the game. Cries of defense from this really good crowd in the arena today. Jonquel Jones gives it over to Laney, needs to shoot. Might be the dagger right there. They almost used the entire shot clock.
And that's so tough because the defense from Indiana was right where it needed to be. Great shot by Betnijah Laney, coming up big for New York. So you get the defense that you want. Melissa Smith switches. You see Kelsey Mitchell drop to help on Breanna Stewart, so the pass isn't there. Aaliyah Boston with the on-the-ball defense on Jonquel Jones, and then even a high hand in the face of Betnijah Laney. That's quality defense. Betnijah Laney just knocks it down.
And that's got to be soul-crushing for Indiana. Doing everything right, as you mentioned, good defense, and Laney still was able to put up the shot and bury it. So, Indiana calling a timeout as they trail here 98-89. Pam Ward, Andrea Carter, and Holly Rowe here today. So does Indiana have enough time?
It doesn't feel like Indiana has enough time, but it feels like it's a game that, again, and it's hard because there are no moral victories, but how many times have we seen Indiana fight back and show resilience and have the pieces that you want to build on moving forward? New York, just too many weapons, and the biggest one of all being Breanna Stewart. We didn't keep track of the difficult shots that we've seen today, but they have made a ton of them with Breanna Stewart leading the way.
42 points for Stewie, her 3rd 40-point game of the season, setting a new WNBA record in that department. And the Indiana Fever, this is a team that has had so many close losses. And you're right, moral victories, you don't believe in this, but still something to build on for this team. They're the 2nd youngest team in the league. They're putting pieces together. They will have, unless they have a miraculous ending of the season, another lottery pick. And what's going to be a really good draft next year. Shaping up to be, right? There's a little bit of talent out there.
There's a lot of bit of talent.
And Lynn Dunn, the general manager of this franchise. Sabrina Ionescu being hounded all the way up the court. Indiana not going to foul until 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Mitchell picked it up.
It doesn't count, but that was a nice lob pass from Courtney Vandersloot to Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, Courtney Vandersloot. You look at her stat sheets. Well, 2 points, 1 of 7 from the floor, but how about 14 assists and 2 blocks for Sloot?
She did such a great job. Missed a couple of layups, but just attacking the paint in general, getting to the heart of the defense, opened up so many opportunities for her teammates. And that's where she hurts you, because when you start to play her for the pass, then she's finishing at the rim. We've seen her score in bunches when her team has needed her to before.
May have hit the century mark. Liberty up by 11. Fever with 1 timeout remaining. Indiana will be playing their next game in 5 days, so they'll have some time to rest a little bit. Practice time is at a premium too, and so they will play Washington next, and I'm sure they're glad they won't see her for the rest of the season.
Yes, they are probably very glad. Breanna Stewart had 45 on Indiana earlier in the season, 42 so far today. Just an overall tough matchup. Her vision to score over a high hand, the way she reads the defense, she was patient. She didn't look rushed. She was composed on every offensive possession and was lights out. It's her skill set, it's her IQ, but also the cool, calm demeanor.
Yeah. Makes everything look so easy. 42 points, 3 off her career high she set against Indiana earlier this year. And New York Liberty about to pick up their 6th straight win before they head to Vegas for the Commissioner's Cup game, and then they will play them again out west. And this is a big road trip coming up for them. They're in the midst of it. At Indiana, at Vegas twice, at Phoenix, at Connecticut, at Minnesota. When they finally go home, they play Vegas again.
It's a brutal stretch. That's why every game is important. Staying sharp, locking in. Coach Mondello talked about, we're not talking about that #1 seed, but we would love to make a push and replace Vegas at the top of the league.
And they certainly have those chances, right? Playing them 3 more times. So